Why is it not a 10 out of 10?
I just feel like I could have wrote a better conflict with the vampires.
You better than Coogler.
Oh yeah, I'm better than Coogler.
Everybody here saw Sinners this weekend, I'm assuming, right?
Si, senor.
Saw it Friday.
Off top, rate it 1 through 10. 10 and a half is a possibility. Go, rate it. Rate the movie.
I seen it the second time. I give it a 9.
Wow. You saw it a second time?
Saw it a second time.
How?
Streamed it illegally. The second time. I went to the theater the first time. I don't care. I went and seen it Friday night. Me and my girl watched it in the theater, live, everything. The second watch, I'm not about to pay to go see that again. The second watch was at the crib. It was a great watch. It went up 1. Originally, it was an 8 in the theater. Watched it again at home. 9 out of 10.
I know that was booty when you watched it on stream at home.
I mean, if y'all got up stream, sure. My was fine.
Watched it on stream, chicken.
Was crystal clear.
Okay. You said 9 now. B-Souls.
I am gonna also give it a 9. 9 out of 10.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Now, this is them being a contrarian. The title that I, usually get. I'm leaning into it this pod. Them being the popular consensus is that this is a 10 out of 10 movie.
I know.
So why are you guys being contrarians right now?
Contrarians by saying it's a highly rated movie?
Yeah, 9 out of 10 though. Why is it not a 10 out of 10? React.
Well, for me, y'all know me and my attention span. Pacing was a little bit too slow in the beginning. That was a part of it. The pacing was a little bit too slow.
That brought it down the whole point.
It's still a 9. I don't know. And then honestly, I know this may sound crazy after what I just said. I felt like it could have been longer. I think the beginning could have been shorter, but the whole movie could have been longer. That is my take. Yes.
It drugged it drug in the beginning, but was too short in the end. I hate it so much.
Yes, bro. Like the whole fight just happened a little bit too fast,
How can y'all hate me on the pod? I'm not even trying to take away from
the God. You trying to pot about the pod.
Out of everybody, when he says stuff like that, there's no way you can hate me.
It's my rating. That's what I feel.
I am so disgusted that this is what he came away with to drag it down. Me personally, the only reason why it's not a 10 out of 10 is because, hey man, I guess I overdo it. I think too much about the things that I watch. I just feel like I could have wrote a better conflict with the vampires.
You better than Coogler.
Oh yeah, I'm better than Coogler. No, I'm better than Umar. No. I'm gonna be honest. I could have wrote it better than Dr. Umar because I don't think Coogler wrote that. The premise of white queens never, black queens forever, nobody's never being the premise is crazy. I don't think the smoking stack twin. They shouldn't have been separated so early in the vampire conflict. I don't think the vampire conflict should have started with just, the white woman got bit, then she gets stacked bit immediately. Like that shit's whack to me. It just is. They could have wrote the conflict with my niggas in the juke joint and the vampires better. It could have been written better. Vampires in the building, they get turned, they dash out immediately. Like I guess I understand vampires got to be invited in, but if I'm already in this bitch, when I get turned, I gotta get re-invited in. That's crazy. Cornbread not be able to come in is cool. Stack and Mary Lou Lynn both get bit, are inside and run back out. She already got invited in. How can she come back in? That's so dumb.
These are not mild spoilers, by the way, chat. For anyone.
Oh, yeah, I'm not mild spoilers. If you ain't seen it yet, you don't want to see it.
I just want to make it clear. These are not mild spoilers. These are clear spoilers.
I mean, yeah, like Damo said. Most vampire lore has every time a vampire leaves a dwelling and tries to come back, a vampire has to be invited in each time.
But why leave when you already have access to the dwelling? Listen, I mean, I get it. She'd have got jumped. It made sense to go back to the numbers, go back with the other vamps. That's cool and everything. I could have did better. That's why it's a 9 out of 10, not a 10 out of 10. I genuinely feel like the conflict with the vampires could have been written better.
You think the pacing was fine?
Pacing was fine. I love the movie. Again, I've seen it twice. The performances were great. The music was fucking phenomenal, especially in the theater. The shit really had me tapping my foot. I was there. I felt my energy there. Like I felt it. The music was very moving to me. Love the performances. Minus like another little like 5 points. I don't like just the whole willingness to just get the smashing on some nasty sweaty box was crazy. A lot of UTIs going on. A lot of bad pH balances.
I might have put it up a point for me. That shit was fire. When Haley's y'all know what I'm talking about. When Haley Hawk 2 with that thing, yeah, that shit was fire. That shit was fire. I got
you
a
are a nasty nigga. Yeah, you're a nasty guy. That didn't do it for me. Her Hawk 2. You want to taste? That shit was disgusting. That was disgusting. That's when I knew.
To a girl.
That's
like
when I knew Stack was compromised. As Umar would say, he was compromised. That brother gone. He's compromised. The snow buddy spitting in your mouth is crazy.
Let me tell y'all something. I was in the theater like this. You know, you lay back in the theater. She did that.
Hold on.
Oh, whoa.
I looked at my girl too.
Like, hey,
give me a little smack.
Here go Danielle. Is she transferring the vampire stuff? Me, don't worry about that right now. Don't worry about it.
That was a lot of spit.
Don't worry about transferring vampire algae.
Assault what sucked.
Don't worry about it. Okay. Let's go home. Let me be clear. Let me be clear. I have this movie at a 10. I got this movie at a 10. Okay. I got this movie at a 10. Please, the Danielle in the chat is not my fiance, y'all. I just want to make it very honest. I want to make that clear.
It's Daniel.
This is Danielle.
Oh, my bad. I didn't see this. I thought you were trolling. My bad.
I have the movie at a clear 10. Leroy does want to know in the chat, what do y'all think are clear 10 movies? 10 out of 10 movies. You two specifically.
Rugrats Go to Paris. Get Out. Honestly, Us was a 10 out of 10 for me. I really liked Us. Another 10 out of 10. Pulp Fiction, 10 out of 10 movie.
Yeah, I'm not really a cinephile for real. But I this is just my criteria. There's only been one other movie that's made me rewatch it in the theaters. After watching it the first time, it was the last Spider-Man movie. The animated one. I am rewatching this one, so I may walk out of this conversation with it being a 10 out of 10. Okay, y'all know me. I'm open-minded. I'm here for the convo.
Y'all know me. I'm addicted to chat. Amari, what's wrong with my movie? What's wrong with my movie taste? Did I say movies that weren't 10s? This is crazy. I thought I said some pretty good movies.
So I have this as a 10 out of 10. The symbolism is there. The imagery. I mean, let me say this: off of technical aspects alone, the use of sound, the use of visuals, the color in the movie. I mean, the entire breakdown, the going from one format to another format at one aspect ratio to another aspect ratio. Off that, it's literally already a 7. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but Dog was so technical in that movie and broke it down to make sure that people who don't understand movies understood movies and what he was about to do and why that shit was so hard. Like, literally, this is to me in basketball when Larry Bird is saying, oh, I'm about to go here. Oh, I'm about to go here. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. And then does it. This is the exact same equivalent to me. So off top, it's a 7. And everything else was earned through the storylines and first time performances from the Sammy character, the double Michael B. Jordan characters, Remy the vampire, like all of that had it already at a 10. I think it would have been hard for this movie to not be a 10. I know that's crazy. You have to find ways for this movie to not be a 10.
Yeah, I think it's one of those movies that might be better on the rewatch, low key. Because I think on the first watch I missed a lot of shit. But seeing all these analysis videos now, um, yeah, it's fire.
So
It's fire.
you gonna have another man or woman tell you that it's a 10, and that's gonna make it a 10 for you?
Not really.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
really.
I really enjoyed the movie. It was a very good movie. Like I don't want nobody to think I'm not saying that it was not one of the better movies I've seen in a long ass time.
Yeah, 6 for you.
No, not a 6. Said it was a 9.
How do y'all feel about the tweets that were shitting on its opening weekend, even though it still had a massive opening weekend? Did y'all see those tweets?
I didn't. That didn't even come on my timeline.
That shit was weak.
There were some tweets that were like, "Oh yeah, Sinners has earned $60,000, but it still has a budget of 90." Right?
Has any movie profited their opening weekend? Is that even a thing?
Probably like Super Mario Brothers. Yeah. I think it's a thing.
This definitely happened before.
Yeah, definitely happened before. Avengers, it's probably happened to. It's happened, and then some movies have like super low budget, so
Yeah,
it's
that's what I'm
happened
saying.
before, but
Yeah, for low budget films, I could see it happening more often. But for high budget, we're talking, what is this, high 8-figure budgets? Like, yeah, it's gonna be hard to top it. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't say any of that, and even if I did, niggas be bored. That's all I can say. Niggas be bored. I enjoyed the movie. That's all I really care about at that point.
I think this is a testament. This is they said this is the highest grossing movie for like an original series of this decade, which I think this is a testament to giving people opportunity, letting them try, letting them succeed, letting them fail, and making different things. I think Ryan Coogler has proven himself in other ways before too, but I want to see more of these. I want to see budgets put into this stuff. Me personally,
I agree. That's one of the most important parts about this film's success. We've been hammering it home on the pod for years now. This generation needs new IP. Especially that last pod we did where we looked at Disney's upcoming films and it was a bunch of 4s and 5s. We need a 1, okay? We need a good original film. It could even branch off to its own franchise, and that's fine. But no, I'm happy that this was an original film that's doing so well. So.
I'm all for original films. I just don't think everything needs to be original. I get it. Bring the originals back. I don't know if y'all seen that clip of Felicia from Friday when they asked her how do they feel about bringing back Friday. Nah, leave it. They should bring it back based on my character. I don't need that original. All right,
but that wouldn't even be original. That's based off of her character, off of something that already exists.
Well, wouldn't the spinoff be like the original thing? If they're making a 3-part,
spinoff don't count as
so the Creed series wouldn't be considered original. It's in the Rocky verse. Okay, yeah. My take on original is kind of skewed.
If it's based off of some IP or whatever the case may be, still holding on to this, still eluding all this stuff, that's not considered original.
Yeah, even these like book remakes, superhero remakes, I wouldn't consider that original IP.
It's not considered original IP. It's not considered original IP. And I think original IP exists. I mean, there's so many talented people. I'm ready for us to, move forward and progress in the game when it comes to, what's put out on television and in movies and stuff like that. Like, I'm the old guard should no longer exist. They should be more in the consultant role, and we should be looking at, some of the new people, more Issa Rae productions, more Quinta Brunson productions, more Donald Glover productions. Throw them guys a bunch of money, and let them fucking cook. Jordan Peele, Ryan Coogler, all those people.
I agree.
Okay, 2 more conversations stemming from the movie. There's a lot of speculation that, and I don't even think it was ever confirmed or whatever. Twitter just ran with this. Twitter literally just ran with this. Jonathan Majors was supposed to be in this movie.
Jay Majors.
I don't know if people just felt that though, or there was something to like the credibility of like, yo, Jonathan Majors supposed to be in the movie or whatever the case may be, rumors or whatever it is. I know we don't have mustard here. I would love to have mustard here for this. Did this movie need J Majors? What would J Majors' impact even be?
A 10 out of 10 movie needing someone else is kind of crazy. So no.
Let's talk about it.
I disagree. I think this movie would have been better with him.
Oh wow.
Being better and needing I think are two different conversations though.
But shit.
I think both actually. It would have been better, and it did need him. It will allow Michael B. Jordan to really hone in on one of the parts. And again, in the terms of the writing a better conflict, you wouldn't have probably needed the brother to be turned so early if you had two actors playing brothers versus one actor playing the brothers. Cardiac keeps saying it in the chat. The split for them two so early on is genuinely to lessen the load for Michael B. Jordan, and having to have two of the same niggas on screen and trying to do that shit with however the film working happens. If you have Jonathan Majors, it just makes it seamless. It makes it more easy to do, and you can do more things with them as brothers.
I mean, when would he, if it was Jonathan Majors, when does he turn? I mean, he still fucked the white woman, and Jonathan Majors is probably foaming at the mouth to smash some white pussy. So like, when does that happen? When does something like that happen in a movie? If it's Jonathan Majors, he's trying to come to the table reading. I heard there was interracial sex. When is that at the beginning?
Who? Oh, okay.
I heard it. No, we know it's
personally.
Spitting.
Yeah, him spitting. Are we practicing that now? Is that the table read? How are you gonna do it?
Can we get some practice milk in the building?
Yeah. Oh. Stringy loogies, not big ones. Stringy loogies, not big ones. Please. I can take whatever you give me though. We'll do two takes. Baby, you're drooling.
Did we get it? Let's do it again.
Come on.
I'm gonna change my facial expression in this one.
No, bite me for real. No. Rip the shirt. No, rip the shirt. No, rip the shirt. All right, we done. Does my dick have to stay in? Are we getting padding or? I need double padding for this. Oh, triple. And a towel. Slap me, No, go ahead. What they say, Shannon Sharp, baby. Damo, go.
Go, bro. Damo,
go. Are you not gonna go? Shamik Moore is pissed. Nigga,
that was me and my girl the whole film. Damn, Shamik, how you holding up?
I know. Stand up. Shamik Moore should have been in this movie. His black ass is out of here too. Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know how Josh Allen deals with that. God,
a lot of the black actors be fucking themselves over. No, I think Haley Steinfeld did a great job. Shamik definitely could have been in this. He's scaring the hoes. I seen Jonathan Majors do a street interview with the woman that played his baby mama in the movie. He did a street interview with her. He started telling her all types of stuff, giving her all the game. The interviewer asked, Michael, what do you want for? Let's call her Elise. I can't remember her name. What do you want for Elise for the rest of her career? He said, I want the world for her. I was like, oh, this motherfucker right here. He got this nigga going crazy. Shamik over here. How does he do that? How does he do that?
I'm gonna do my own thing. All right, all right, Kirby.
Oh God. Oh, okay. What you say, Dama?
J Majors,
I hate
man.
y'all so much, man. I hate so much about y'all.
Okay. Go ahead.
I literally lost where the fuck I was. I don't even know what I was even tasked to be doing when y'all started that shit.
Jay Majors, is he a necessity? Does he make this film better? Yeah.
Oh, I think the question was, how does he get turned then?
Yeah. Like what?
Easy. In the rewrites, in the Wamo rewrites. Okay, damn. Can I go? And you smiling. In the Wamo rewrites, I simply just
put her on.
You got something to say? Father, for real.
You want to pick the child up? Damn. Good. All right.
Anyway,
she's funny, bro.
In the Wamo rewrites, I would have simply just had it to fucking forgot. I would have it to where Jonathan Majors, honestly, he would have got bit by the white woman a lot later on, and she could have concealed. Cornbread is the first to get turned. The conflict with Cornbread still happens the way that it does, but instead you now have Mary Lou Lynn inside with everybody still. Whatever it is, she doesn't get bit into a bit later. That scene where the guy that they mistakenly thought was turned dragged him out. That scene you could have had however it needed to happen. She ends up outside. There's a big scrap. She gets bit. Jonathan Majors with his white love tries to conceal it from his brother because he loves the white woman so much. You still could have had your Dr. Umar premise of white woman of being infiltrated by snow bunnies will be the cause of the downfall of the black man, and he ends up getting bit because he's trying to conceal it from everybody else. They still have the brotherly conflict, and it would have hit a lot harder when Smoke and Stack make the deal of not killing. I'm not gonna kill you. You don't mess with Sammy. That would have hit a lot harder had they had more time fighting the vampires together versus originally being split so early. Yeah. So I'm sorry.
It would have been like you wanted more movie and you also had a pacing problem.
Movie didn't need to be longer. That's why it's rewrites. You just rewrote the script. Movie didn't need to be longer. You could have just changed. No, it didn't need to be longer. It could have been the same. The pacing wasn't even bad. The pacing was fine. It's just the way they handled the situations could have been handled a lot better. And having two actors playing brothers, you wouldn't have needed to write it the way you did to have Michael B. Jordan playing the roles the way he needed to play them, playing the same character. So you need to have distinct time differences or distinct scene differences between him being out in this field doing the Irish jig and him being in a juke joint. If you have both of the brothers, you don't need to force that. It could have been done a lot better.
Yeah, I think it was pivotal for them to be identical twins. I think that's like a very, very important. Identical twins have a distinct, set of characteristics and traits and stuff like that. I think that there's no way you can get away from having identical twins in that conversation and it not going the same way. I couldn't even and wouldn't even want to imagine this movie with Jonathan Majors, respectfully.
You say that now, but hindsight's 2020. I mean, I thoroughly believe had he been in this movie, they established their paternal twins and they both kill their roles and it's believable that they're really deep-rooted brothers, you wouldn't have these conversations. I mean, you wouldn't have the sentiment, like thoughts about it. It'd have just been, okay, it's established they're twins. They did kill the roles as brothers. And as long as they make it believable. Now, if it's not believable, I'm with you. It's easily would have been better with the way it ended up going. But under the premise of they still kill the roles and it's a believable set of brothers, I don't think it's an issue.
But still, you can't, like, brothers are one thing, but you can't get off who's that maternal? You can't get off like that cigarette scene where he's shaking at the end. Because the reason why the cigarette scene is him building the cigarette. He doesn't know how to roll his own cigarette. He never has his own cigarettes. Stack, the red one or whatever, is the one that is able to roll the cigarettes for him and then gives it to Smoke so he can handle it. You don't have that scene if they're fraternal twins.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Smoke will still struggle to roll cigarettes, and Stack will just give him this. You don't need to be a twin to show one that can roll cigarettes and doesn't have PTSD. Like they don't need to be twins for that.
It's not the cigarettes. It's not the PTSD that has the the cigarette conversation. The conversation is they're really one, because even if you listen to like Ryan Coogler talk about it and his fascination with fraternal twins, and I'm not fraternal twins, but identical twins, and have Michael B. Jordan follow some identical twins, and how they have a different bond than brothers or any other fraternal twins or whatever. So they're one and the same. However, they still do have small differences, but the other one kind of picks up the slack from another one.
Wouldn't that have been better if they were paternal twins? Because on the outside they do paternal. Yes, so paternal twins, which means they look different. Paternal, fraternal, whatever the fucking word is, gang. You know what I'm trying to say.
Go ahead.
Regardless, would have been illustrated better because they do look different, and you would deem them being their own two entities in their own two bodies. But because they are still twins, the fact that he would know, oh, my brother needs a cigarette, and still be able to give it to him would show even a deeper level of they are one and the same because they are still twins. Even though they look different, they are still twins. He does still know his brother. He knows what his brother needs at this very moment. It don't even need to be said because they do still have that twin bond. It would have hit harder with them not being identical twins.
I'm going to pull up Brian Coogler's words on the interview where he talks about, the twin concept and why it's so much more important. I hear what I disagree with what you're saying, but maybe that's also because I've heard him talk about being twins.